Hey, this is Marshall Marshall, MTC Media here at ESA, setting up for the coaches coaches clinic that's being done, involving several college coaches, along with Brian Keefe, the new coach of the Washington Wizards. It's a good place to talk a little bit about uh, what went on last night with the trade. And I already gave you my instant reaction, but this is the next morning and taking a look at it from a Knicks perspective. This was inevitable. Again, the Julius Randle contract was going to become something that was going to be an albatross on what the Knicks were going to do with it. The last thing the Knicks wanted to do was get leverage by letting it play out and then giving up pennies on a nickel the way the Washington Wizards did with Bradley Beal. So the Knicks' hand was forced because of the Randall contract or the upcoming end of that contract and what to do with it. And because the roster is so veteran based, and because, agree or disagree, the Knicks feel like they are in go for it mode, this deal made a lot of sense. Now, you can talk about on the floor, how much does the deal make sense? Well, the one thing Cat does give you, and you can talk about all the reasons why Cat does not fit in with Tom Thibodeau, but the one thing that Cat will give you is a big body that can spread the floor. Now, Mitchell Robinson has always been hurt. Cat really isn't a five, but if you take this trade out of question, the Knicks had already talked about playing OG Anunoby at five on defense and small ball anyway. So there was already a plan put in before the trade of when you play small, who was going to guard the five. So I don't think that's a reason why not to like the Cat trade by just saying, well, he's not really a center. What can he do defensively there? The Knicks were light on that anyway. From an offensive point of view, beyond spreading the court, it'll end up allowing guys like Jalen Brunson more driving lanes to get to the front of the rim without having to big there, because you're going to have to honor the fact that Cat is one of the better jump shooting bigs in the league right now. I do not agree with Cat when he says he's the best jump shooting big in NBA history. Cat needs to calm down a little bit on that. But the Knicks needed some way to spread the floor. It takes a big away from the lane. It takes a big away from the basket. And they might lose a little bit in creation with DiVincenzo gone. But the thing that I worried about with Julius Randle is so ball dominant. And when he got hurt, Jalen Brunson's game changed in the sense of he became more of a scorer and he became more ball dominant. Now, you can say if with the rotations, you'll have two shot creators on the roster if you keep Julius Randle. Now, I don't know for how many minutes those shot creations would have been there, but there was going to be some sort of transition by Randle going back into that Knicks offense where you had an additional ball dominant 20-something point scorer a night type of team. So I can understand it is not the perfect thing for the Knicks. We get it. It's not a perfect fit for Tibbs. We get it. But the Knicks need to make a move with Randle, and they need to make it early. And they did make it early. And it's very seldom you get an all-star. Now, think about it when Donovan Mitchell was being traded by Utah. Think about everything Utah asked from the Knicks. And think about where the Knicks and what the Knicks have gotten with those assets, with two major pieces in Mikal Bridges and now Karl Anthony Towns. That doesn't happen if you spend everything getting Donovan Mitchell. So that's where this front office, I think, has been a little bit savvy. I think everyone knows the risk they are taking with Cat. We all get it. But I also think that we get mad and we ask teams to go forward, and teams don't go forward. We've heard so much about the second apron and this CBA and how punitive it is, and it's a hard cap in many ways without using the term hard cap. So it was good to see that the Knicks went forward. I think they are in a better position than what Phoenix is when Phoenix went through it. But hey, it's going to be an imperfect trade, and For the Knicks, it was a risk I believe it was worth taking. This is Mark from Washington, MTC Media.